Here is a prime example of good things coming in small packages. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's been a while, or at least it feels like it's been a while, but we finally got something for the STI. And here it is. It is a F1 rear fog brake light. Let's go ahead and open the package and see what is inside. So let's take out the brake light first. So here it is. This is it. Brackets already attached. Alright, let's take a closer look at the fog light here. Obviously, I went with the clear lens. And as you can see in the center, there are 4 LEDs. Those are going to be reverse lights. And then the border part is going to be lit up whenever I have my parking lights on. And then I assume go brighter when I hit the brakes. And if we keep going, we have instructions. Kind of rare for eBay stuff. And then looks like some quick splice connectors and some clips. Bracket, by the way, is already attached to the fog light itself, so we're going to have to take that off first. So we started off by taking off the center bumper piece right over here. I thought this was by itself, but apparently it's one whole piece together. We're going to have to cut that off. Now it's real easy. They're just little clips that I pushed in. That's all you got to do is just push them in with a flat head and enough force. They'll pop right out. So we have cut up the centerpiece. All you really need, guys, is just like a box cutter, utility knife, whatever. Just cut it down the lines enough times. It'll split it and you'll be able to take that piece off. While we actually have this exposed, guys, why don't we go ahead and take a little bit of time to clean this piece up. Just because we have it exposed and, you know, it looks like it hasn't been cleaned in a while. Could use a good clean. You can see this thing is a lot smaller than the space back there. However, good news is, guys, I ordered this. This is an actual JDM fog light that I bought on the forums. Now I bought this, everything ready to go. I'm using the bracket off of that one. That one is actually back here right now. And this is perfect. This is the one that I needed. But if you look at with the one that came with it, if you compare it, it's larger. Now I bought this a long time ago, which is weird. I don't know why I bought this when I was younger. You think at a younger age you want more flash, more pop like this. Go crazy, go stupid. I don't know why. I went really modest and very boring. This is vanilla. I don't know why. Why would the younger me want to buy this? This is basic. This is vanilla. This is ugly. This is where it's at. That's what it should be. I have no idea why I spent money on this one. Next, you have to remove this trim piece, which is this guy right here. That'll be like this. Trim piece will be like this. You'll have 1, 2, and 3 little clips that you just need to prop out. I use that flathead to take care of these 3. Took it out easy, and then you just force it out. Next up, you'll see this grommet right here is the one we're going to use to pass our wires through here and underneath the trunk liner up to our tail light in here. Now the way to remove this is clips that you just need to pry out. Using this stuff makes your life easier. Alright guys, here's our sit rep. We have the light not in position yet, but in its place. We wired out through that hole right there. And then we use that same grommet using a utility knife. You just want to cut an X and then run those wires through there so you have sort of a cleaner finish. Then we'll go ahead and move on to tapping into the wires that we need to tap into. Alright guys, so first thing I did was I went with the wires that I was familiar with. There you'll see the white wire right here. That is from the fog light. That is for the reverse light. That is going to hook up to your brown and yellow one. So your reverse works. And then I also put in the negative, the black on black for negative, and tested out the reverse light. We have great success with that. Now to finish off the rest of the wiring. Let's go and test it out. We should have the parking light running. There we go. Look at that, guys. Parking lot is up and functional. Reverse light is functional. Last thing we need to do is put in the brake light. This has actually got me thinking here, guys. I kind of just like it just to be on. I don't want it to get any brighter or anything when I'm pushing the brakes. Kind of like an actual fog light. not like an F1 light. Now I know it's supposed to be an F1 light and it's supposed to blink every time you you hit the brakes, and yeah, it's supposed to create more awareness, which it does, but I don't know, I kind of just like it being still like that. And we still have the reverse light function too, so. Alright guys, so to catch you up to speed on the wiring, the parking lights, so the ones you just saw right now, the ones that turn on your headlights, your low beams, is going to be the black and white one. Now you see that one is tied into the green wire. Now your wire might be a little bit different because everyone is a different brand and whatnot, so it could be a different color, but to have your parking lights tapped into, it is the black and white one that you see at top. Right there. So guys, I think I'm just gonna run the rear brake light as a fog light, which means it's just gonna stay on whenever I have my low beams. Whenever I'm driving at night and have my low beams on, this thing is gonna stay lit, but it's not gonna get any brighter or anything. I haven't tapped into the brake cable, but I'll show you guys which one you want to tap into in case you do want to do it. I did attempt to tie into the brake cable. As you can see, the blue quick splice connector, you can see that the red has been cut. I cut the red cable off because that is not the correct one. It's actually the white with red. I used the red with white. This is the white and red. You can see how much thicker the white is compared to the other one. This is a white and red cable. That's the one you want to tap into for brakes. I tapped into the wrong one, but I think I'm going to take it as a sign to just leave it as is and use it as a fog light instead. Maybe later down the road I'll switch it to flash whenever I hit the brakes. But in the meantime guys, I'll just use it as a fog light. It still looks cool, and we still have the reverse function too, so it's not all bad. And it's my personal taste, but if you guys do want to run the flash, I showed you, it's the white and red cable. So with that said guys, let's go ahead and conceal everything back to the way it was. We'll organize our cables in there a little bit so it looks a little bit nicer. So guys, that is going to do it for the F1 rear fog light install for the STI or WRX. Now, I did purchase it because it is supposed to be for 2011s and plus. However, you guys saw the bracket and the hardware didn't really work out. In fact, we don't even have a bracket, so we didn't even use any of the donor parts from the OEM JDM fog light guys. Didn't use any of that stuff, except the hardware. I did use that. And, well, it's in there guys. It's in there. It's not going anywhere. It's attached to the bumper. Install overall was fairly simple. Again, I don't even have anything in my trunk, so that made life a lot easier for installation. Pop that off. You'll see your cables. Pop this piece off. You'll run it through here. Find the correct wires that I showed you, and you should be Flavortown from there. Holy crap, it is dusty. I never actually saw how dirty the trunk really is. That is filthy. Whew. Holy crap guys, the back end looks stunning. I'm in love with the rear now. It's beautiful guys, it's beautiful. I'm kind of glad I went with the fog light style instead of the F1 braking option. Any angle we put ourselves, that back end just looks beautiful. Last thing on the chopping block guys is the F-150. It's kind of unrelated, but the main video is done. Now to just show you a little bit of the extras. Here it is, the F-150. Looking super tough with a brand new Raptor style front bumper. Well guys, I couldn't contain myself and I decided to throw on the Barricade HD bull bar back on the F-150. Now I know, I just put on the Raptor bumper, and I did leave it like that for a few days, but oh man, I think it looks a lot tougher with that bull bar on, guys.
Is it me, or is that rake considerably noticeable again?
It looks like we did get some of that rake back on the truck it's pretty noticeable from a side. So we're gonna have to take care of that, guys. But that is gonna be for a later video.
That murdered out F-150. Oh wait, no, it's just the Panda. It's black and white, it's just the Panda.
That is gonna do it for today's video, guys. Be sure to leave a fat old thumbs up, not just for me, but for the Panda, for the black and white F-150. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace and take care.
Panda, 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 panda.